Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It's Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. Welcome to Tuesdays with DX Engineering. And today we have Andy, and Andy didn't put his call sign there. He is KC8YST.
That's
And and Andy is a long time DX Engineering employee. Welcome to the show, Andy.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
And I guess we're in your shack.
You're in my shack, well, the office. It's at home, and you can call it that.
But this is where all the magic happens where you help customers every day at DX Engineering.
That's true. Each and every day, we are here to make sure people get the right items and quick, fast shipping. That's
So,
what we do.
Andy, let's talk about the right items. Um, what happens if a customer of DX Engineering uh, orders the wrong item and gets it? What happens? What do you do for that customer that got he thought he knew what he was buying? What do you do for him?
Usually, what I do for them is I send them a label to get the item back. Everyone can make a mistake, and we try to help them as much as we can. So we get the item back. I make sure they get the right item. Of course, that's the first thing. Make sure they got what they wanted to get, and we get the wrong thing back.
Right. And you try to make that as painless as possible, right?
Absolutely, we do. We try to make it as painless, especially if you have a customer that he has a long order history, and we'd like to take care of him, make sure everyone makes a mistake. It's easy enough. I've done it. We've all done it. Ordering the wrong item. So yeah, we to make it as easy and as quick as possible.
So and tell our viewers about the process of sending them a label, for the pickup.
Sure. What it is, it's actually quite easy. They'll get an email with a return label that they can simply print off, put on the box, and send the item back to us. It's that quick and that easy.
Yeah.
Normally the same day, unless it's evening and it's the next day.
Right. And it doesn't cost them anything.
It does
Um,
not.
and as you say, we all make mistakes. And I know when I'm ordering stuff, especially from DX Engineering, I'm excited. And
Yes, exactly.
right, and I get excited, and
Mhm.
and I can make a mistake. Maybe I wanted 50 feet of coax, but I ordered by mistake 100 feet because I was looking at 100 feet. Um, and
Right.
Andy, let's talk about when there are other. I mean, when everything goes well, when everything, the order goes in and ships out, and everything just goes, according to plan. We don't hear from the customer typically. It
That's
says, "Hey, everything worked out."
that's
But
right.
your job and the rest of the team is when things don't go well,
When
or
they go awry, that's when we get the calls. That's right.
right,
It's true.
or when something happens afterwards, or you get a
Hmm.
call too beforehand and says, "Andy, what radio should I buy?"
Who should I marry?
Yeah, and
Right.
you've been doing this long enough that how to probe with questions about
Right.
how what are some of those probing questions that you have?
Some of the hardest calls are those types of calls. Let's say, who should I marry calls? Because what happens is there's a variety of products that one could use, and it doesn't behoove me to just recommend one to the person. They should actually look at them. For example, let's look at mobile antennas. There are so many mobile antennas. There are so many different lengths. They come in black, they come in chrome. You have NMO mounts, you have UHF mounts. The two shall not fit together. So you want to make sure you buy a UHF mount for a UHF antenna and vice versa. So sometimes when you get a call like that, it's better to tap the brakes a little and let them look at some of the antennas online to see the different lengths and what they may like. Because if you don't, in my opinion, it's going to be a return because they're going to buy what you told them to buy, but then they're going to actually look and they're going to say, boy, I would like, it's too bad I didn't buy this one with the hinge that folds over because I could have used that in the parking garage. So things like that happen. So a lot of times I try to, say, hey, let's look at these because it's your choice. There's a lot of choices there. You wouldn't go to buy a car and just walk in a dealership and say, just give me a car, something with 4 doors. They would like that, but it wouldn't be a good idea.
Right. And when it comes to buying radios, I mean, let's talk about the probing questions there.
Yep, right. So what you'd want to find out there is if they're a casual, just once in a while, maybe they just listen. Perhaps their intentions are to get into contesting and more DXing. So there are different radios that you may look at to recommend. The one thing with radios is I found out is there are some people who they want a radio that does VHF, UHF, NHF. So they want an all band, all mode. And there's only one right now, the Yaesu, 991A, which satisfies that need. The rest of them are HF, and then they're going to have to buy an HF radio and a VHF, UHF radio, which is fine. Some people want 2, and that's okay. Others want 1. So there's that, issue, if you will. So you want to qualify someone to see what exactly they want. As far as the radios go, there are so many nice radios out there that, FTDX10, wonderful radio. IC7300 has been a great radio for the years. It's awesome. Great price point, bang for the buck. It's hard to beat. So, it depends on the customer or the person. One thing with those is sometimes everybody wants to buy everything at once. And that's okay. But I would recommend a radio, a power supply, of course, a nice antenna, get on the air, operate a little bit. You can get a feel for what those other accessories are that you want. Radio has a mic with it. You may love that mic. Then again, you may want a desk mic. And there are plenty of options for the desk mics too. So it's kind of that way we have a customer, in my opinion, for life, because I'm not trying to sell them a bunch of stuff in the beginning that once they start operating, they realize, I don't know why I bought this thing, this other part, I don't even use it. So there's a swap meet, you know what I mean? So.
Right. Now, Andy, let's talk about the fact that you and all the team members are non-commissioned, no commission. What does that allow you to do when you don't have to worry about being on commission?
That allows me to eat. No, actually, it allows me to actually. I'm not here to I'm here for the customer's benefits. It's for their needs that we're here for. I'm not selling them something that because I need it. I have to sell it because my boss says that my sales aren't up here at this level and so forth, so on. So it's like some of the commercials you see of the investment people that say we're fiduciary. We don't make money off of these other products, and we're kind of the same way. We're here to help and to make sure that they get the right things. My goal is to make sure, if at all possible, that we can, returns is a big thing. So let's say we want to keep them to a minimum if we can. Obviously, you have to send something back. I mean, returns happen. It's just the way it is. It's the nature of sales. But if I can prevent a return by selling them the right thing to begin with, getting me the products, and I don't get paid commission to just make them buy something that I don't believe in.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Or rush them off the phone.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's not going to happen at DX Engineering. Let's go to the chat room here, Andy.
Sure.
John from down there, November Juliet 4 Zulu in the Palmetto State says, Tim, congrats to the K3LR team on the great score in CQ Worldwide. Heard K3LR several times on the bands, and he was working at Alpha 4 Victor Tango at W7 Whiskey Zulu. And then Jose is on from Mexico, X-Ray Echo 2 Zulu Zulu. And Dave, Whiskey 5 Oscar Delta Papa, says he did that exact thing about 2 months ago, where you ordered the wrong thing, Andy. And he said it was very painless. You all customer service is awesome.
Thank you.
And let's go down to Kilo Papa 3 Victor. Rode says, you guys give the best support online. Every time I ask for any product, receive the best advice. And so from Puerto Rico. And Perry is on from Oklahoma City, November 5, Papa Juliet. And our friend Kevin up in Alaska. And Kevin and I used to work for the same company. And Kevin is a very knowledgeable, great team member up just north of Anchorage. Kilo Lima 7 Kilo Yankee. And great to have you on, Kevin. And hope to see you Dayton or one of the Hamfests. And Andy, let's talk about your experience with Summit Racing. You're with Summit Racing for years and years, and then you come over to DX Engineering. What experience at Summit Racing really helped you coming to DX?
One of the biggest things I think helps is my goal was for repeat business. I don't want to just sell someone something once and that's it. So we like to make sure that we get a customer for life, as I said before. So that's one thing I brought over from Summit Racing, because you have people that you can see their order profiles. They order all the time from us, and if we make it, help them as much as we can, and we have, in my opinion, our prices are very good. Our shipping is outstanding. I don't see any reason why I, as a customer, would want to go anywhere else. So that's what I bring over from Summit Racing.
Right, and that's the way you treat the customers, is the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Which is that they would never go anywhere else. And our friend Skip Longpath, who was on our sales team with you, said it's always nice working with Andy here at DX Engineering. So Parky is one of your big fans. And we've got November 9, India Oscar is on with us as well. He says, hi, Tim. I so love my DX Engineering RF Pro 1B loop antenna. And 73 from Clay. And the RF Pro 1B is an outstanding low noise antenna that can give you a nice null. And so it's really, really good for 80 meters, 160, and it'll work all the way up to 10 meters.
If you can hear them, you can work them. Yes.
There you go. That is the thing. You can hear all the guys, and hopefully you can work them. And if you can't work them, you call Andy to get an amplifier, a bigger antenna,
right?
That sort of stuff. But Andy, KC8YST has been on with us today. Long time DX Engineering employee, and even longer time Summit Racing employee before that. Andy, we're so proud to have you on the team, and thank you for taking care of the customers.
No problem. My pleasure. I enjoy it every day. I do enjoy talking to. We have a lot of very nice customers, actually. Very nice.
I'm going to go back to the chat room for just a minute, because there's a couple of chats that just came in. There's Mark, Kilo 2 Charlie Sierra X-Ray, and hello to you, Mark. And also our friend Frankie Tissone from Oklahoma City. Nice to have you on, Frankie. I hope you're doing well. And we've got Skip on here. Let's see here. Really happy with everything about DX Engineering. My new shack is about 95% provided by you. I'm very pleased. And hi to Andy from Skip, going back to the Radio Shack days.
You betcha. Yes, sir. Hi, Skip.
Those were good days.
Yes, they were.
And our good friend Wayne Smith is on. Nice job in CQ Worldwide. Wayne is part of the DX Engineering sales team, and we're very proud to have Wayne on with us as well. Andy, it's time for us to wrap it up and get back to work.
All righty, we will. We'll get back to the calls.
All right.
Never stops.
Thanks for being on today, Andy. And thanks to all of you for watching. And we'll see you next time here at DX Engineering. Until then, 73.
73s.